need you more than you made alone. Say, I can't believe that will betray
Ain't nobody fucking with the gun like a merchant. Boy, I'm about to drop out the blue like bird shit. Mama was a rider, my daddy was a merchant. Kissed by an angel and licked by a serpent. Before they got K's in the hood like churches. Push through the window where the Lord's house of worship. White navigator hit the block, that's a warship. Not the passenger, I can drive inside those shit. Yo, with the fam talking all type of more shit. 40 with the 30 and they chilling on the folk shit. So shot ill on the mic, I'm dope sick. Like a single mixing with a very high dosage. I think I'm too strong to be chilling on some broke shit. I think I'm too grown to be on the block posted. I think I'm too grown to be trying to fuck yo bitch. But look at how the ass and the titties on that whole shit. I think I'm the realest nigga ever, I can merge it. I say I'm the hardest in the city, I can merge it. I'ma take them on a high speed while they search it. I don't really think niggas fucking with my first shit. I'm the realest, I can merge it. You ain't never blew shit down, nigga, merge it. Boys, you a motherfucking clown, I can merge it. When I up, y'all get down, boy, urgent. Get away from me if you be on some hoe shit. Say your banger bitches, letting niggas take your shit. Cause you in this motherfucker with me, he roll out. I just popped the yapper and I'm already roll out. Run up in your motherfucking crib if you hold it.
Put 3 holes in your head, go boom.
Roll and I feel like the dope man. I be spitting cracks like the motherfucking coke man. I just got some head for your girl for a soul man. Ways in the hundreds and we ended on a low man. While I'm in the hood, I'm supposed to be in showbiz. Overheard them say it's no bitch like snow bitch. So I got some grams in the bullet, got focus. Pass on my number and some bags to the blowheads. Prayer with the boy and his bitch on a ching-ching. Yeah, he trying to get the East Lock like Sing Sing. I think I'm the realest nigga ever, I can merge it. I say I'm the hardest in the city, I can merge it. I'ma take them on a high speed while they search it. I don't really think niggas fucking with my first shit. I'm the realest, I can merge it. You ain't never blew shit down, nigga, merge it. Boys, you a motherfucking clown, I can merge it. When I up, y'all get down, boy, urgent.
What's good? What's good? What is good? What's up, Jose Sylvester? Check this out. Y'all know how I like to punch in and punch right out, but real quick, and I know y'all do. I know y'all remember Everpedia. We're gonna do a quick breakdown, a real quick, simple breakdown. All right, here we go. All right, we remember Everpedia, this site right here. Y'all remember this? Okay, so now let's just explore a little. Right here to the right of the screen, it says facts on the blockchain. So most people will say, what is blockchain? What do they mean by blockchain? So let's go right here to Google real quick. Right here to the right, blockchain. A blockchain, originally blockchain, is a growing list of records called blocks, which are linked using cryptography. Each block contains a cryptographic hash of a previous block, a timestamp, and a transaction data. By design, a blockchain is resistant to modification of the data. So basically what they're saying, they placing block after block after block to put in a crypted, some type of crypted data for you to try to figure out. We know this. So they place block after block after block to block the previous block. So if they block in the previous block and continuously placing block after block after block, what does that mean? I'm going to show you what it means. Okay, let's go back to Everpedia. We know what they stand for. We found out ourselves. What they stood for, what they all was about, if some of you all can recall. Now, let's go right here. Right here is a list of Everpedia investors, meaning the people that either they invest in or the companies / people that invest into them. But right here, when you scroll down to this year, January the 2nd, they partner with some people called Hacker Noon. Okay, now let's see what Hacker Noon is about. Let's just go to Hacker Noon YouTube page real quick. We're going to play just a little small part about what Hacker Noon is about. Let's listen to him.
Together in Kumbaya and like no problem and like we're all the boss. Who the hell orders paper clips in that? That's called the Brave New World problem, right? Nobody orders fucking paper clips when everybody's the boss, right? So you have to have some type of hierarchy somehow, or you have to automate that hierarchy. I don't know how we do it yet, but that's what it takes. We have to build real shit now for crypto to actually move again. That's, for me, we may get another speculative run, but the fact is it's got to actually start doing stuff, and the average Momo has to be downloading it and going like, this is awesome, and not know that they just got free privacy and security in the back end, right?
That's going to be the moment, I think, is like blockchain 5-10 years from now, you're not even going to think about it. Like, is anyone talk about the network that we're using today when they're playing PlayStation 4 or like, oh yeah, that's using this network type and you know, you're using this protocol. Nobody talks about that. Like, that's the joke when I go to these blockchain events. I show up and I'm like, we're all here for a database. Like, this is a database conference. Like, right. That's what's happening.
Hey hackers, do you have a timely tech story you want to get published?
Hold up. Okay, we heard what they said. And I know y'all smart and intelligent people. That's why I like communicating with y'all. But as soon as they done talking, listen what the commercial said. Immediately.
Nobody talks about that. Like, that's the joke when I go to these blockchain events.
Story you want to get published? Maybe you recognize the way.
Right. That's what's happening.
Hey hackers, do you have a timely tech story you want to get published? Maybe you
Hey hackers, do you have a time or text story that you want to publish? Let's hear that one more time.
Joke when I go to these blockchain events. I show up and I'm like, we're all here for a database. Like, this is a database conference. Like, right. That's what's happening.
Hey hackers, do you have a timely tech story you want to get published? Maybe you recognize the way certain systems trend affecting our everyday lives or have a vision of the future for the blockchain technology.
Okay. Now, I feel it's best if we hear it straight from the horse's mouth, but okay. If you just chimed in, we went from Everpedia to one of the investors, which is blockchain, which is Hacker Noon. And they all revolves around blockchain. So now that we know that they invested and partner with Hacker Noon, let's explore Hacker Noon just a little bit more. Now here's Hacker Noon website right here. How to contribute a story to Hacker Noon. They even tell you how to go about it right here. But just scroll down a little bit. Let's just see a little bit what they're about. It says, we've revamped our story submission process. So that means they remodified, changed up the way people submit their stories. What type of stories they talking about? Then it goes on to give their website. Then it says, will remain an available open line for contributors. But in order to better serve the inbound demand to publish on hackernoon.com, we have now launched contribute.hackernoon.com, which is another one of their websites. This is how we will prioritize viewing, editing, publishing. This is how we prioritize reviewing, editing, publishing, and distribution all stories to submission to Hacker Noon. If you want to get on top of submission pipeline, please visit their website. This is what they say. This is what they do. So they sell and revamp, hype up, pump up, edit stories. Okay, let's go on to, let's explore a little bit more. Let's go to their Twitter page. You know how Twitter, when you creating a Twitter account, they ask you to describe your company or yourself in details, just so the people that's searching for you can easily find you. So right here to the left, right here say, immediately, look at what they say, how hackers start their afternoon. Get published. Hackers publish right here, how they prioritize their reviewing, editing, publishing, and then after they do the editing and publishing, which the only way they can publish now is through the social media, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Twitter, and even on the streets. But after they do all of that, they go on to distribution. They distribute their stories everywhere. They say it right here. Editing, publishing, and distributing all stories. That's what they do. So I just wanted to take y'all back real quick and show y'all how these fools operating around us 24/7, all day, every day of our lives. One love, I'm out.
Ain't nobody fucking with the gun like a merchant. Sure, I'm about to drop out the blue like bird shit. Mom was a rider, my daddy was a merchant. Kissed by an angel and licked by a serpent. Before they got K's in the hood like churches. Push through the window where the Lord's house of worship. White navigator hit the block, that's a warship. Not the passenger, I can drive beside post shit. Killing with the fam, talking all type of more shit. 40 with the 30 and it chilling on the folk shit. So shot ill on the mic, I'm dope sick. At the single mixing with a very high dosage. I think I'm too strong to be chilling on some broke shit. I think I'm too grown to be on the block posted. I think I'm too wrong to be trying to fuck your bitch. But look at how the ass and the titties on that whole shit. I think I'm the realest nigga ever, I can merch it. I say I'm the hardest in the city, I can merch it. I'ma take them on a high speed, try to search it. I don't really think niggas fucking with my first shit. I'm the realest, I can merch it. You ain't never bullshit down, nigga, merch it. Boys, you a motherfucking clown, I can merch it. When I up, y'all get down, boy, urgent. Get away from me if you be on some hoe shit. Say your banger bitches, letting niggas take your shit. Cause you when this motherfucker with me, he roll. I just pop the yapper and I'm already roll. Run up in your motherfucking crib if you hold it.
Put 3 holes in your head, go boom.
Roll and I feel like a dope man. I'm spitting cracks like the motherfucking coke man. I just got some here for your blood for a soul man. When he's in the hundreds and we ended on the low man. When I'm in the hood, I'm supposed to be in showbiz. Overheard them say it's no bitch like snow bitch. So I got some grams in the bullet, got focus. Bags on my number and some bags to the blowheads. Prayer when the boy hit his bitch on a ching ching. Daddy trying to get the East Lock like Sing Sing. I think I'm the realest nigga ever, I can merch it. I say I'm the hardest in the city, I can merch it. I'ma take them on a high speed, try to search it. I don't really think niggas fucking with my first shit. I'm the realest, I can merch it. You ain't never bullshit down, nigga, merch it. Boys, you a motherfucking clown, I can merch it. When I up, y'all get down, boy, urgent.